Hello, guys and dolls. Oh my goodness gracious. Hi. hello. Hoping everyone is having a splendid afternoon. If you are not in New York City, you know that it is raining cats and you will not know that it is raining cats and dogs. It is a mess out there. So hopefully uh, you could hear me in one piece, seeing as I have the window open again. And I am not closing it. I am not closing it at all. Let me pull up my notes as always. Hope everybody's doing well. Um, what a weekend I had. I've been editing a weekend in my life vlog about this particular weekend that I had, and it just was so full of love and joy and all sorts of stuff. And I can't wait for you guys to like actually see it because it was so fun. It was so fun. It was so fun. And I loved it so much. And it was the kind of weekend that I needed for sure. Whew, if that door behind me slams or if like this cuts off or I don't know what, the weather is insane. It is insanity. It is so windy and it's rainy and it's gross. And I know there's barely any sunlight coming in here. So I don't know how well you guys are going to see me in this replay. My hair is such a mess already. I have to wash it again. I'm neither here nor there about that. So yes, it's raining cats and dogs. It's supposed to rain all day today in the city. So if you have plans, they're sort of donezo for the day, I'm sure. Let me get into the weekend. We've been on for a couple of minutes now. Um, so I went apple picking and pumpkin picking last weekend, and we went to a farm called Penning's Farm and Cidery, and it was just the most incredible, like 6 hours of my life. It's in Warwick, New York. I wrote a blog post about it, so if you haven't visited the blog, you know what? Let me do you one better because why make it difficult for you guys when I can just give you guys the link. Anyone who joins can click that and read about the farm I went to. It was wonderful. There were so many things at this farm. There was a beer garden, and there was um, how to make a scarecrow, and there was the cidery itself. There was apple picking. There was pumpkin picking. There were goat races. There was a DJ. There's for some reason they sold pizza. Like it was just all around a fantastic day. And I for someone like me, I needed a reset like that because I have been going through some stuff, and I needed to relax a little bit, to just sort of unwind a little bit. And apple picking is always a good way to do that. You know, we were picking out like goldens and Nida reds and rubies and all sorts of apples were there. It was a beautiful orchard that they had towards the back of their farm. And we just walked around for like a solid 2 hours picking a peck, which is pretty much a bag of um, apples, and then went about our merry way. And then after we picked apples, we went to the pumpkin patch that they had, and I picked out a pumpkin, which maybe I'll take a picture of for Halloween. But I picked out a pumpkin, and I named him Tony. And then I watched the substance, and I feel like I want to name him Elizasu now. If you watch the movie, you'd get what I just said. um, and just kind of like make it a monstrosity just for shits and giggles. But it was good. Um, I'm hoping that all of you had a wonderful week, and I'm hoping that if you do celebrate, that Halloween prep is going well. I've been teasing it on Instagram, but I um, was a cheerleader for Halloween. I decided to do cheerleader, so I'm probably gonna put on the outfit tomorrow, maybe to like grab coffee or something. I like to have fun with my Halloween days, especially when it's during the day. So I'll dress up. I chose cheerleader. I'll go grab some coffee, have some fun out and about. If anybody wants to give me candy, I'm sure they will. Last year, the year before last year, I did that, and I got some pieces of candy from some people, and it was interesting. It was fun. Last year, I did not celebrate because I was still kind of reeling from my mom, so I really took 2024 to try to heal, and I just didn't bother with dressing up, and so it's interesting. If you haven't already, there's a new vlog up, the first one back in New York City after all the travel finally slowing down. There'll finally be more like New York City vlogs because I'm in the city for the rest of the year. There's no more traveling for the rest of the year. It is what it is. um, and it was my first New York City one. Went on a went on a ferry in Westchester County. Got a sugaring. Tried a new coffee spot. Just living life as best as I could in New York City. You know what I mean? And seeing what goes from there. Um, I've also just like had a ton of fun in hearing noises. Ah. I had a ton of fun in Seattle too. So if you haven't seen any of those vlogs yet, do me a solid and watch a few of those, would you? I would love the increase in watch time. So if you see any of the vlogs that I've been posting recently, watch them. Watch them twice. Binge watch. Do what you got to do. Um, but we've been home for 3 weeks now. I think this week we hit 3 weeks, and I'm happy. I'm really happy to be home. Honestly, I'm traveling that close together. I don't think I want to do again. I didn't feel like I recovered fully from Chicago and then went right into Seattle, and so it created a very tired Allie, and I just don't want to do that again. Honestly. Hmm. Although the travel did help me like slow down a little bit and just kind of taking life a little bit. I want you to see my stomach. And sort of just kind of relax and take in life a little bit. So I ended up doing that. Um, but I'm just tired. I'm just really tired, and I'm really just the rest of this year is going to be just relaxing as much as I can, giving you guys videos. I know I'm a broken record, but I work on a lot of the voiceover videos now because I know that I have to give you guys something in the winter, even though I don't like going out in the winter. It's going to take a special kind of a project to get me outside in the winter. The cold is not for me. Um, so, what's everybody doing for Halloween? If you're watching the replay of this, let me know in the comments. I would love to know A, what you're going to be for Halloween, and B, like just what you're doing tomorrow. I like I said before, I'm going to do the cheerleader thing. I have pom poms and the whole nine. My husband got me shoes for the cheerleader outfit, and so I think I'm just gonna walk around Harlem for a few hours um, in my Halloween costume, and then just kind of come home. It is Friday night, so it's always weird when Halloween falls on a weekend or a time when people can have time to relax because you get interesting stories out of that, right? So I might not be the person to end up um, outside partying, maybe a bar. I don't know because tomorrow we will be recovering from today and all the rain that we're getting today, right? So it's going to not be the greatest weather tomorrow on top of what's happening today. If you're a New Yorker, you'll see like it's nothing but rain today. So it's not my fave, but we make do with what we can. Especially for me because my cheerleader outfit, it comes with pom poms, and the pom poms are made out of paper. So like even if it rains, I don't want to take the pom poms outside per se because then they won't be pom poms by the end of they won't be pom poms by the end of the day, right? Or however long I'm outside, they're just gonna be kind of like stringly, like gross things. So I'm weighing my options, but mostly I got my pictures already. I got my content already, so I just have to edit it. I have to have the will to edit. That's what today is for. After a shower, I've been cleaning the house a little bit, so I smell like chemicals. Go figure. And so after a shower, I'll just kind of see about that. Guys, the rain is so bad out there. If you're not here, you won't understand per se. But like it's one of those like we have to watch for flooding because it's just nonstop. And the weather in New York City, especially when it rains and it floods, it's notorious. If you ever look at how our train system looks after a rainstorm or how just New York City looks in general, our infrastructure is not designed for a subtropical climate, and that's what we are considered now. We were categorized as that, I think, 2 years ago. So we get weather like people down in say like Florida get weather. Isn't that weird to think about that's the kind of weather we get now? And people want to tell you that climate change isn't real, right? Oh yeah. To each their own there. To each their own there. Um, I wonder how many of you guys are subscribed to the newsletter. Um, if anybody is new to live streams, I write a newsletter every Tuesday for my website, babyally.com. And I would love it if you haven't already to subscribe to it. It's one of those let's leave them a link type things. So do not mind me while I do that. Because I'm starting to take the newsletters a smidge more seriously. Not that I haven't before, but I'm writing more. If you notice now people get the monthly edits and the recaps. That's the sign up page. If you look at the chat, you can sign up. And I get a little more personal there. I get a little deeper there. And I want to maybe try to grow that a little bit more by the end of the year. That's the goal. Growing this channel is the goal too. I kind of want people to stray away from from Instagram and all those kind of places because social media sometimes is just not the greatest place. And I feel like you get more of myself, more of me when off that kind of stuff. So if you could find me literally anywhere else, it'll be easier. Than trying to hit me up on Instagram. I'm very closed off on Instagram. That's by choice. Um, that's just, years of bad apples here and there. Even though you can restrict or block or whatever, like, people find ways. And I don't love people knowing so much anymore. So my Instagram kind of gets dry now because I just don't tell people what I'm really doing or what I'm up to per se. I tell you what I want you to know at this point. So to no one's fault. It's just again, a few bad apples here and there kind of ruin it for people. And I don't want to. I just don't want to. So yeah, that's how that's gonna be Halloween weekend. I think this weekend we're gonna try to go to the Bryant Park Winter Village too, because that just opened up. The other winter villages in New York City haven't opened up yet. They open up like the first week of November, second week of November. But the one in Bryant Park, which is this big park near Times Square, and it's actually behind the like New York Public Library, probably the most famous library in New York City. Um, so we're gonna go there this weekend and try some food, and I'm gonna try to film what I can because I do want to start making maybe Alley episodes again, and that's gonna be the first one, and I'm gonna be insane and try to have that out by Black Friday, which means I wanted to visit 4 markets, but if I want it out at Black Friday, I'm only gonna have time for 3 because one of them won't open until after I want to upload. So I think 3 different holiday markets and a maybe alley video is okay. And then I could just put that last market in a vlog for December. Call it a day. But yeah, I want to, give you guys a little holiday cheer while we're, in these next few months. Next few, it's really only the 2. Although we are in like the pocket of time where all the holidays come and the anniversaries. So like it starts with Halloween, and obviously like Thanksgiving and then Christmas, but then it's New Year's. New Year's, my birthday, Valentine's Day, and then it's my bonus mom's birthday, and then it's um, my husband's birthday. It's my wedding anniversary, my husband's birthday, and then Mother's Day. So it's like months of just stuff going in and out. And so it's going to be exhausting, as it's always going to be for the rest of my life. That is what happens when your mother passes away the day after Christmas. Just is what it is. um, so with all of that coming, it does mean that like I want to slow down a little bit in terms of the number of uploads. I think for November I have 1 less video, and then for December I have 2 less videos, and that's by design because what I don't want is to get burnt out or in any way while the holidays are here, because it's the holidays. Why would I want to burn myself out during the holidays? You know what I mean? So we're gonna figure that out. So the prep for that means I have to stay ahead a lot, like stay ahead a lot. So right now I'm already up to videos that are like in the middle of November, and I have to work on like voiceovers and stuff like that. So I'll be doing that um, over the weekend / into next week. The further I stay ahead, the better for me, because then it means like during the actual holidays, I can actually relax and I don't have to necessarily worry about an upload date or what have you. I can get the things I need to get filmed and still be able to spend time with my family. You know, family looks a little different this year. And so I want to be present and there for the people that have actually showed up for me and when I needed it. So I am excited about the holidays. I'm excited to bring you the holidays in New York City. I'm excited to bring you what winter looks like. Hopefully, we do see some snow. I doubt it, but if we see some snow, I'll take you guys outside with me for some snow. And just kind of, if you look back at the January vlogs to now, it's so different now what I do and how I do it and how I edit, that it's almost worth taking the time to watch something I did in January to now and just kind of figure out how to bring you guys some better storytelling about what I'm doing in New York. And so it's figuring out how I want to do that. Doesn't necessarily mean like getting better equipment or anything like that. It just means how can I, portray this city to you guys in a light that you will not necessarily like fall mesmerized to it, but understand its realities, and then be able to say, okay, um, this is the kind of city that I'd be visiting, or this is the kind of city I want to go to. Or if you're in New York, don't really know like uptown because I live in Harlem, you can look at Harlem a different way. So it's growing the channel to sort of help people understand what a realistic life here in New York City is about. So that's interesting to try to develop that and try to develop my storytelling so that I can reflect that a little bit better. So that's what I'm working on. Um, but yeah, I'm excited about Halloween. I'm excited about just the holidays in general coming. Maybe not so much the music, but definitely seeing people and hanging out with people that I love and family. And um, it's always a joy. It's always a pleasure. And so I'm quite happy with how things are going recently. And yeah, I'm really good. I'm really good. Um, I wish that there was more that I could start talking about, but um, when you are blessed with uh, not having anything happen in your life, I think that's good too. I've always been a fan of boring is good. Boring means that life is okay. You don't always need the excitement of something. Um, guys, I really wish you could see this rain. It's so bad out there. It's so bad out there. And then like my heat is on, so I can't turn off my heat, but I also can't like my window isn't circulating the air. So it's a whole thing. But yeah, so the rest of November, you're gonna get the rest of November for November, the first 2 weeks you're gonna get vlogs, 2 vlogs, and then you're going to get a talking video, which is kind of like what we're doing right now, and I'm gonna navigate you guys through how I'm gonna get through the holidays without my mom. This is gonna be year 2 without mom for the holidays, or yeah, year 2. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about how I'm going to navigate that a lot better than I did last year, I will say. Last year, I gave myself grace. So I made a lot of mistakes. And so I am much better for it now, recovering now, and I'm ready to put up a tree and ready to put up my ornaments and ready to celebrate the holidays proper. After that video, it's a couple of voiceover videos, and those are going to go into my New York guides. So just some things that I feel like tourists should know for the holidays. If you come here to New York City for the winter and for the holidays, it gets kind of crazy. And I feel like what I'm going to give you guys next month is sort of like a guide, sort of like a tool to kind of watch yourself, sort of like the tips video I had like a month ago. But more holiday based. So we're gonna go through what the holidays look like here, and then I think after that one more New York vlog and then a recap, like we always do. I don't know if I'm going to do the recap next year. I'm still debating whether that I'm going to do the compilation videos next year. Some people like them, some people don't, but I want to honor like whatever choices people have about that. I'm looking at my notes. Don't worry. And so I just want to make sure that everybody's okay with whatever I decide, because I'll just turn it into another vlog rather than putting them all together. The initial reason why I decided to do that was because I wanted to give people a way to not have to go through, push so many buttons. They can just put on one video that's about an hour long and watch my life for the month there total. So I really do it for those people who may have stumbled on the channel and are just like, oh, I want to know more, but I don't want to watch like 120 videos. Well, here are 11 videos, 12 videos that you can watch whenever you want. And that basically is my life for the year. So maybe I answered my own question. Maybe I do it just for those people, and it's an extra upload. And if you want to watch it, cool. If you don't, that's okay too. I feel like I need to wash my hair again. I hate how it came out. And then I like sweat through it a little bit yesterday while I was sleeping because it gets so hot in this room. But I don't want to necessarily have the window open. So at night, a whole thing in New York City apartments. The whole thing. This in the video that's coming out next week, my first November video. You're gonna see the apple picking and all that good stuff. And we got this maple vanilla cider from Penning's farm, Penning Cidery, and it tastes so good. What I think what I want to do is I want to make it hot, like boil it a little bit, and have put some cinnamon in it. Oh my god, that's what I want to do. So we're gonna do that. And then just general upkeep of the house and some editing and some stuff like that. If anyone wants to say hi, they can. Feel free. It's always nice when you guys are around with me. I forgot to close that door. I hate when like my room overly shares my life. I don't love that. It's always funny that I chose a profession that's so public, considering that I like to keep a lot of things to myself. Oopsies. Oh, thank you to whoever's here and is liking and giving me a thumbs up on the live stream. That's always nice. That means you guys are liking what me babbling. It really is just this every Thursday. We chit chat like girlfriends for a half an hour and we see how we are doing and we see how we are in New York and all that good stuff. So I'm always happy and always just proud and happy when you guys are here. It makes me feel good. So thank you. I think that might be it for the stream today, unless anyone wants to say anything. I covered the videos coming, covered Halloween weekend, covered what's coming up in November, covered my life a little bit and how I'm doing. I really do think that I got to everything with 3 minutes to spare. Do I just stare at you guys for 3 minutes? Or no, 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 no. I will say this. For as good as things are going, they can always be better. And I think for the next couple of months, that's what I'm going to aim for and strive for are just better things. Things that I know that I'm worthy of and deserving of, and just kind of really focus on this channel, really focus on my website, and just not be afraid. We're going to try to leave fear at the door, and we're going to really try to see what we can do here with this channel. And I'm so happy that you guys are here, and I'm so happy that like I have this little family here that's willing to go on the journey with me, because it means the absolute world to me. It really, really does. It really does. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here and let you guys run free. Oh, before I do go, check out these sparkly shorts from Old Navy. They were like super heavy discounted at Old Navy, and I got them. The plan is to do tights underneath and like an oversized cute sweater with bows. That's gonna be that. And then I found this bubble skirt at Old Navy that I want to give a try too. Maybe a holiday party, maybe just like everyday life. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll link those probably in a pinned comment or something. I'll link those two. And then, yeah, so you guys can buy them. Click on my shop my links if you haven't. Just take a look at what I'm shopping. You don't have to buy, but just at least click so that people, these brands can know that you guys are engaged. That's more important to me. Thank you. I love you guys. And I will see you next Thursday. Pretty sure I got nothing going on. Obviously, the only Thursday next month where I'm not going to live stream is Thanksgiving Day itself, because gonna be with family. So Not going to be able to live stream that particular day, but the rest of November should be okay. We should be good there. I don't think there's any problem with any Thursday other than Thanksgiving Thursday. um, yeah. Okay, guys and dolls. I love you so very much, and I'll see you on the next one.